through this shit. So I might not play any games tonight. I might just chill. We might just do some reactions. So it's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, this is what I got pulled up for y'all, right? So the coach was I think it was an announcer for WWE. I think he played a men's role too, if I'm not mistaken. I really don't remember. He was in WWE like a long time ago, like early, mid-2000s. And his schedule was pretty good. Like, he did what he needed to do, got a name out of it. So, I mean, he wasn't too bad. But, you know, if you remember Coach, he's still rocking the name. So, I don't know what he does now. But basically, he was basically saying how, wow, I really need to, like, lock in. It's crazy. I said that shit like 3-4 times in a row. He said he thinks there's backstage drama going on between The Rock and maybe Triple H, maybe some other people. I'm not really too sure if this lines up, but he has a pretty big following, so his word reaches, because it reached me. I don't follow him at all, and so I only recognize this because Wrestling Features commented, and I follow them. But I saw this and was like, I said something. What did I say? I said, what the fuck? Ghoul Gang, what do y'all think? Something's going on backstage. We'll be going over this and Monday Night Raw tonight. Obviously, I'm doing that right now. And somebody replied, but I would want to focus on this video, so let's get into it.
All right, emergency take time, and I won't take long, but I was waiting for Pat McAfee today. The Rock, who was not advertised at all of a sudden, late last night, he's advertising on Pat.
I forgot. The Rock was on Pat McAfee's show today. I don't know if he was there physically. I haven't seen no footage of that, but I've seen his statements
McAfee
on Instagram and shit like that.
It screams several things. A, TKO called The Rock to say, you got to do damage control.
Yeah.
We are getting absolutely shredded across the board. There's never been a finish to any night, especially the main night on WrestleMania, that's been universally panned than this one right here. Worst ending of all time. And then for The Rock, and this hurt.
I wouldn't go to say it's the worst ending of all time. I definitely wouldn't go that far. But was it pretty bad? Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Hurts me to say because I love him so much. For people who don't know, he was the person I was on TV first in my career in the WWE. For him to go on Pat McAfee and say, I didn't want the spotlight on me, I wanted it on John Cena. What? You had to know. He is so smart. He had to know that by not showing up, by not tweeting, by not posting, by not saying anything.
Bro, The Rock was dead silent the entire WrestleMania weekend. He didn't say shit on anything. Nothing. Not a congratulations. Not a good job. Not a I'll be seeing you soon. Nothing. He didn't say nothing. Not even the leading up to the event. He didn't say nothing about wrestling. He was on TikTok.
The focus is now on you. And
don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to say you can't be on TikTok with your daughters and shit. That's not what I'm saying. You a grown ass man, can do what you want. Be a good father by all means. But we talking about wrestling. We're gonna keep it a buck.
Are you fighting with Triple H? Are you fighting with somebody else? Those are all the questions everybody is asking today.
Yeah, I ain't saying you can't spend time with your kids, bro, but damn.
Congratulations to John Cena on number 17.
You inserted yourself into something you didn't really need to.
There is something going on behind the scenes.
If Travis Scott wanted to have a bigger role, he could have been I wouldn't call him the errand boy for The Rock, but he could have acted like The Rock's voice. And he could have been like, yeah, the big man wants me to tell you X, Y, and Z. That if Travis wanted to be inserted bigger in the storyline. Because him coming up by himself, it didn't make any sense. I mean, yeah, he's involved. I understand why he came out by himself, but nah, bro.
The Rock is on the board of directors. The Rock had a $30 million and then another one.
Right.
Big payment to come back and be a major part of what the WWE is doing.
Right, because every time he pops up at WWE, he gets paid for that. He gets paid a shit ton of money just to come on the mic. Like, think about that. So, this isn't far too off. Ooh, I should just drop that cookie. Goddamn.
January 6th on the debut of Netflix, he was out there when John Cena turned heel.
Yeah.
Because He asked for his soul. He was the one.
Yeah.
So for 2.5 months, not a post, not a peep, not a video. When a year ago, he used social media to his advantage.
He did.
And we're
Because that's how he was talking to Cody.
supposed to believe that? I don't know what's going on, but something is going on. I've been around enough backstage to know when
And this is the part of the video where I'm like, damn, is this nigga lying or not? Because he would be the nigga to know. He would be the nigga to know. He was there at the company for, I think he was there 5+ years, so he got info.
you don't get along, they're not getting along. And The Rock somehow wanted to make a statement. Well, statement made loud and clear. Now they're doing cleanup. And that was not it.
Bro, that's heavy. And Coach is, he's, oh man. That's funny. Then why have our see? This is what the Rock's getting paid for all them years of getting fucked with. He showed them how much value he has. Bro, we're too grown for this. I mean, I get it. If I had to be put in that situation, I would get that. But bro, you're almost 50 if that's the case. And I don't want to put that on The Rock if he's not doing that. Thank you for your honest opinion, Coach. You are not wrong though. Damn, I 100% agree. Completely spot on. He only showed up to the chamber. His ticket sales were slow. Ah, damn. Bro, did he comment that? What is the IWC? I have no idea what that means. I don't want to look it up either. I'm going to just wait to find out. What the fuck, bro? That ad sucks. Yeah. Hopefully they're doing okay backstage. I was watching that at work. Okay. Oh. Can't watch that. Can't watch that. We'll do this.
Get 4 weeks free when you sign up for.
Should we do the great one or should we do? I think we'll do a great one. Yeah.
People, the feeling of Raw after WrestleMania is officially back. Literally one of the best Raw episodes I've seen in ages. Highlight after highlight after highlight after highlight after highlight. And you know what, brother? This made me.
Yeah, I watched a couple of recaps from WWE, and then I was going online looking shit up. Bro, they were cooking all night.
Feel like a kid again, and not just because I look like one. You know what's crazy? Whatever happened on this episode of Raw felt more exciting than anything we saw on the road to WrestleMania. It honestly feels like...
Which is weird. I wanted to defend this WrestleMania so bad, but once I realized I couldn't, I was like, you know what? I have my favorite matches. I saw what I wanted to see, so I'm not really complaining about it too much. Damn. But that's true, bro. This Raw was fucking nuts.
Now there's a couple of months before Mania. I guess SummerSlam is gonna feed generations. Man, it's...
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. That is the really big... Besides Backlash, but I mean, it's Backlash. We kind of give a fuck about Backlash, but bro... SummerSlam?
So refreshing. I've been doing Raw reviews for what, like 10 years almost? I remember the last time I was so excited to talk about an episode of Monday Night Raw. The last time I felt like there's so much to talk about. It's like an apology for whatever that was. They should have did the entire show in black and white filter. If you know, you know. People, welcome to Raw After Mania review. If you're new to the channel, man, consider subscribing. On this channel, we not only talk about...
If y'all are any wrestling fans, I highly suggest his videos.
Professional.
Easy to digest, great commentary, funny as fuck, great info.
Wrestling and share our opinions. Sometimes we kiss and stuff.
No, we don't do that. Damn it, great. I was just hyping you up. Fuck.
We're wrestling fans. We love professional wrestling, but we don't let the mark mentality control our minds and souls. It's not about the star ratings, people. It's about what you feel right here. in your titty. So the show kicks off with John Cena. I love that the entrance is a casual thing right now, and he wasn't pleased with the announcement, so he made the guy announce
That shit was kind of funny. He was like, damn, I've been informed that this was disrespectful.
him as this only real champion in the WWE. I guess the last real champion, right? People are cheering for him, thank you Cena, but he calls them hypocrites. This is a toxic, dysfunctional relationship and y'all owe me an apology. You're soft, you're lowlifes, you're idiots. And the crowd started chanting, we are sorry. So, this is a dysfunctional relationship, and I'm a part of it. Only 36 dates left, so he keeps counting them, and it's only 27 appearances left. Not matches, appearances. You know what? That's kind of sad. He says he's the real undisputed champion, referencing legends like Bruno, Austin, Punk. Somebody gotta mention Randy. Every time somebody's mentioning these legends, they forget Randy Orton.
Bro, why do we do that? Why do we do that to Randy Orton, bro? I feel kind of bad now, because it's like, damn, he's one of the niggas that have stayed, hasn't done anything else besides wrestle. I don't think I've never seen Randy in a commercial. I don't think I've ever seen Randy in a movie. I don't think I've ever heard him voice act. I don't even think I've seen him in any... If it ain't got nothing to do with that squared circle, Randy not doing it. I'm just, damn. I think Randy has a category of his own. He's probably the most consistent wrestler I've ever seen in my life. I'm really thinking about it now. This nigga came in with 02, 03. Has done nothing but wrestle, bro. Randy, you got a hell of a career, bro. You really... I think Randy is probably top 5. I don't think he gets enough credit for being that consistent, bro. Yeah, he's had his injuries, but he only wrestled, bro. That's all he do. I think Randy is the KD of wrestling, but I think Randy is top 5. I think I might have to adjust my top 5 now. Because y'all know CM Punk is definitely in my top 5. He's number 1 for me personally. Well, it's either him or Shawn Michaels. I always toss up those two. But, anyways, we get on
that. And that makes me sad. I find that offensive. I find that disgusting, honestly. But I saw the Backlash poster, people. I was like, please tell me Randy's coming out. Cody was the only one who could have stopped him, but he got destroyed at SummerSlam. There's no one in the WWE with the heart, speed, strength, wisdom, or ruthless aggression that I have. The moment he mentioned ruthless aggression, I was like, it's gotta be Randy Orton. It's a name of the era. Orton, Batista.
Oh, I didn't even think of that, bro. And then, why are we never talking about Batista? Fuck, we never talk about Batista. He should definitely be in the Hall of Fame soon, bro. Batista, come back home. You know we have to give us one run, but just show your face, bro. Like, we still love you. I don't think niggas hate Batista. We don't talk bad about Batista. I don't know what his gripe is with wrestling, bro. He just, every time he mentions it, he's like, yeah, I think about it. And then he's like, nah. I'm like, bro, what? Did something happen to you? Is something, bro? Like, are you holding on to regretters? I don't know what. You know what? Let me not put that on that man, because I don't even know him like that.
Cena, Lesnar, these are the ruthless aggression guys.
Yeah.
Take a picture. This is a moment to
I just thought Brock is retired now. I don't think he's coming back.
remember. Randy Orton appears out of nowhere, hits an RKO, huge pop, picks up the championship, holds it, and this is our Backlash match, and I am so happy for it. People, this is literally my childhood. 2007.
But you know what sucks, though? I don't think Randy will win.
Lithuania. Most of you probably don't
Because
even
if
know
The
this
Rock
country
comes back,
exists. But basically, I remember being a kid.
or actually, Cody still has a rematch clause. Cody still has a rematch clause.
I was like 6, 7 years old.
If they still do that. I think they do that.
My uncles, everybody was watching professional wrestling. I don't know about the States.
Did Roman get a rematch? I don't think Roman got a rematch.
In Lithuania, we were basically either a Randy guy or a Cena guy. And our house, everybody in that goddamn house was a Randy guy. You know, this brings me back to childhood. I'm so excited about the match. And again, I get so much shit for saying this. I know it's not gonna be a 5-star classic. It's about the visual, people. It's about the visual, the hype.
Nah, hold on. Who knows? It's Randy and Cena. I wouldn't count them out for not trying to put on a 5-star. I think that they can get close. They could do it. I think they could.
Last Randy Orton versus John Cena match in the WWE. It defines a certain era of professional wrestling. The way people compare Austin to The Rock, we kids compared Cena to Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know, oh my god, the comments are gonna go crazy. It's not the same. I get it.
Nah, fuck
I'm
that.
just saying.
Fuck that. They rivalry deserves to be in that. Fuck all that. Fuck you niggas. I don't give a fuck. Randy Orton and John Cena's rivalry should definitely be in there. And if it shouldn't be Randy and John, it should be Edge and John. Now, whoa, pause. That is a crazy. Pause. Fuck. Pause. That's crazy.
It's a certain era of professional wrestling that me and a lot of you probably grew up with, and this is very exciting. I know Randy Orton's not gonna win the match, it's obvious, but, you know, I can't wait to just tune into WWE and feel like he could again. It seems like we're going to get a lot of these dream matches with John Cena. I think the next one, the SummerSlam match maybe, well, it might be Cody, but I feel like one match that is definitely coming is John Cena versus CM Punk.
Oh, yeah.
That is another rivalry that defines it.
Oh, my God. That's going to be a 5-star. Them niggas always put on
A
classics,
certain
bro.
era
Not
in
always,
the
but
WWE. Probably the best rivalry of the PG era. So I'm like,
it is the
okay,
best.
Raw
You
after
goddamn right. Yeah. You goddamn right. It's the best fucking rivalry of the PG era.
WrestleMania is great so
It's
far.
John Cena, CM Punk. Hold the fucking space bar.
How can they top
Everything
that?
else.
How can they possibly top that? This was not the main segment of the show. I know it doesn't mean a lot, but I was like, this is going good so far. And literally before the show I tweeted, you know, Travis Scott getting involved sucked ass. It left a bad taste in my mouth, people. And I'm like, Raw after Mania needs to go hard, because wrestling is all about highs and lows, and no matter how bad it gets, it pulls you back in. And Triple H, Papa H, boy, you need to pull me back in. You need to pull me back in, boy. We saw the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match, WrestleMania rematch, actually. And I think a lot of us had an idea on what's going to happen, because this is Raw after WrestleMania and you are expecting certain moments. This was actually a very good match. Probably even better than the WrestleMania match, because, you know, they were given more time. I think so, at least. I could be totally wrong right here. But they went hard, and obviously the crowd responded. This is awesome chance, but Lyra Valkyria got pinned by Liv Morgan, and I
she
guess
got pinned clean? I didn't know that part.
at this point it confirmed our speculation.
Oh, yeah, I knew Becky was
Becky
going.
Lynch
Yeah.
turned heel
Yep.
on Lyra Valkyria, and she was so shocked. She respects Becky so much, she didn't fight back, because Becky came back multiple times and Lyra didn't do anything. She was shocked, she was
Yeah.
hurt. But the man is a heel now. Might as well
Oh,
join
yeah.
Seth Rollins at this point.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
Oh my God! If Becky Lynch joins her husband in the fucking new faction, bro, I'll be so fucking hyped. Oh my God, it's gonna be crazy.
We're gonna talk about that. I'm so excited. People, I'm still on that streak. I barely slept. Before Raw, I took a nap. Like a baby. I watched Monday Night Raw, and now it's 8 a.m. and I'm making that review. Gotta love it when WWE doesn't suck, right? So obviously this is a good thing. Becky Lynch versus Lyra, Intercontinental Championship, making that championship even more prestigious.
Yes.
I mean,
oh
maybe
my God, I didn't even notice that. Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship.
is not-
Bro, I love the Intercontinental Championships. Jesus.
the right way to say it, but making it prestigious, I guess.
Yeah.
Lyra is great, really underrated. Well, is she really underrated? She's a champion, the crowd are responding well, IWC are responding well, so yeah, she's good.
What the fuck is the IWC?
She's basically good, that's all I'm trying to say. I'm excited about the storyline, I'm excited about Bayley's return. Obviously, at one point, I think Becky is going to win that championship, Bayley is going to make that comeback. Bayley versus Becky, Intercontinental Championship, it's a big deal, can't wait.
Nah. I'd make it a triple threat.
But so far, this episode was going
Have
really...
Bailey try to stretch out this current rivalry just in time for Bailey to come back. If you want to have the title flip to Becky, that's fine. But old girl should get her rematch and have Bailey come back at the same time trying to get at Becky. So that way, that would go crazy.
Really well. And I was like, okay, there's already so much to talk about. I thought this episode is going to be all about Randy Orton and John Cena, this review. No. Then we see the New Day celebrating the championship victory.
Good
they
for
got
them.
interrupted by
Finally.
Alpha Academy and they claim, well, the last time you faced these two, you lost. So we got a challenge. The match is about to start. Random ass music starts. I'm like, who the hell is that? Obviously, I heard the rumors. I knew that, Rusev is going to come back one day, but he came back on this episode of Raw. He made his return. Looks
Yeah, I
like
already
he's
got a
in a
crazy
great
pop.
shape, and he made a statement. I'm a bad guy by attacking the good guys. So I'm happy to see him in the WWE. One concern I have is that I don't see where he fits in right now, necessarily. There are
Yeah, I don't. That's a good point.
some dream matches. Rusev versus Bronson Reed. Rusev versus Gunter would be amazing.
Whoa! Ooh, shit! Him versus Braun Breaker.
But all of them are heels. So I can't wait to see what WWE are going to cook. But I feel like we might have the same problem we have with Andrade. He came back, he got a couple of interesting rivalries, matches. Like, he's always entertaining to watch, but he's not that featured. And the roster is large right now, so I just hope for the best. And one thing that I didn't like, which is not that big of a deal, obviously, I'm just excited to see his return. This was kind of random. Why would he... Alpha Academy? Not a very impactful return, I would say. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Judgment
my
Day
boy
are
Dom.
kinda cool now. We'll see for how long. But then we saw Io Sky's celebration.
that
You
woman
deserve a
right
chance.
there.
People are happy, just like myself.
classic
She
five-star,
thanks the
bro.
crowd. And the NXT Women's
Great-ass
Champion
title
Stephanie
defense.
Vaquer interrupts and makes a challenge. People are going crazy. This is, in a way, kind of a dream match, I guess. Adam Pearce comes out to massive boos, but then he says, do you want to see this match? Everybody cheers, and we got the match official. So I don't really watch NXT, but I know so many fans were really excited about this one. And the match absolutely delivered. It was basically WWE saying, let's sometimes forget about the stories, let's give the fans what they want. And honestly, I wish WWE would do this a bit more often. Doesn't hurt nobody, especially with the fact that it actually progressed some storylines. So Roxanne Perez interfered, ended the match, massive boost, obviously horrible human being. Then we
Damn. I didn't know that happened.
got Julia, and Rhea Ripley made the save. So some interesting rivalries are cooking up. One thing I'm not sure about is, are they called up to the main roster or not? That wasn't necessarily said on commentary, and I didn't see any tweets, so we'll see about that. Okay, so we
Yeah, I
got
don't
the
think
Jey
they're at the main
Uso
roster yet.
celebration, which is nice. Obviously, it's a big deal. Sami Zayn came out, emotional moment. I was enjoying it, but I felt like it was a little bit pointless in a way. At one point, I know you thought about it too. They were eating and I was like, okay, he's turning heel, right? And he did the exact same thing I was thinking about. In my mind, I was like, they're going to climb the top rope, do the eating, and Sami Zayn is gonna, stop doing that and attack Jey Uso. That's exactly what he did. He stopped the eating. He was behind Jay, but he didn't turn heel. Was that a hint? Was that a tease? I'm not sure.
I
But then
think
we
they're
got
teasing
Jimmy
it.
Uso. They were celebrating, and that was
Because you know
fake.
what? Sami Zayn, World Heavyweight Champion, doesn't sound too bad if he's not going to ever get another chance at the main title.
Basically, it didn't progress any storylines or nothing. Was a little bit pointless. It's crazy to say, but this was the lowest point of the show. Crazy to say. Wasn't bad,
Why are the low points getting tagged to Jay, bro? Oh, that fucking sucks.
but a little bit pointless. Unless they are teasing that Sami Zayn heel turn. It's such
Yes.
a great relationship,
Yes.
Jay and Sami Zayn, that in a way, like, you actually, as a wrestling fan, are gonna feel a little bit hurt by this.
Yeah.
Like, if Sami turns on Jay, I'm gonna feel that, I'm gonna hate it, and I'm gonna love it at the same time. You know that feeling? AJ Styles reflects on his loss against Logan Paul and says, well, this guy has a lot of tricks. He's playing these mind games, and it didn't work out for me. We got Karrion Kross, huge pop. Man, I'm so happy for the guy. We also got a push Karrion Kross sign in the audience, and y'all know why.
yeah.
Dude, you probably saw this. If you didn't, you gotta watch it. It's this YouTube video, WWE WrestleMania recap, or whatever the case may be, with Sam Roberts, basically. And he was on the podcast.
Going crazy.
And he got this emotional, real, fourth wall breaking promo about the WWE management, Logan Paul. This is the best thing he did in his WWE career so far.
Yeah.
It's wild. Like, literally, you watch that, you almost get goosebumps from this promo.
Bro, and it felt like I was watching CM Punk all over again. Like when CM Punk hit that sit down crisscross in that Stone Cold shirt and looked at that camera and had that mic in his head. Oh man, that's what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like.
And it just proved me this guy is great. And I really hope the push is gonna start. I love that he talked about how WWE is all about viral moments. After that promo, he got viral. He was
got a
trending on
viral
Twitter.
moment.
People are
Fuck
chanting
yeah.
his name, popping for the guy. I feel like this is the start of Karrion Kross's rise in the WWE, and I'm so happy for the guy. So obviously, he talks about how AJ is wrong for not taking the opportunity. Karrion versus AJ seems to be the rivalry, but I also wouldn't mind Karrion versus Logan Paul. It's just that the dynamic is going to be weird because both are heels. Okay, this was wild. Gunter is angry about the commentators because, you know, they are happy that Jey Uso won and they said some nasty things about him on commentary, and he started attacking Michael Cole, who before
Gunter
just
going
said, I
crazy.
didn't tap out, you did. So he attacked Michael Cole, and Pat McAfee, like a true friend, like a true badass, saved Michael Cole, but, you know, paid the price. Oh boy, did he pay the price. I love these kind of moments where it just feels like chaos. You're not supposed to touch commentary. You don't expect Pat McAfee fighting. You don't expect Michael Cole to see in this kind of environment. So I absolutely
Pat,
love
bro.
this. And oh my god, Michael Cole. Ball so big, he needs custom pants. Ball so big, he needs 2 buckets just to carry his ball sack.
What?
Oh my god! Did you see that backstage segment where he says we can't work in this environment and Adam tells him to take a break? I'm not gonna let some bully not allow me to do my job. Massive cheers. Balls pumping! What a badass line from Michael Cole right here. You go, Michael. Put on that fucking orange attire. One more match. Continue the WrestleMania streak. Gunter versus Michael Cole. Book it. Book it. Now I'm wondering what this is all about. Possibly to write off Pat McAfee of commentary. One thing that I choose, Gunter looks amazing. Gunter looks unbelievable. He lost the match. WWE needed to do something special. I get that. But I wonder what that means. I kinda expected Wade Barrett at one point because there were rumors that he's coming back to the ring. We didn't see it yet. So I feel like at least a one-off between Gunter and Wade Barrett standing up for his friends would be really, really nice. Pat McAfee versus Gunter sounds kinda cool, obviously. But I think it's as simple as WWE needed to write Pat McAfee off, possibly, and at the same time make Gunter look badass. Maybe that's all there is to it. But this is the type of stuff I want from Monday Night Raw. To kind of switch up the formula. Then we saw Dominic Mysterio versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. Obviously, it's so weird now, but Dominic is getting cheered. He is the fan
love Dom.
favorite, and I really sense a very good
shit.
storyline out of this. So
My bad, chat. Yeah, we love Dom, bro. Dom is a badass. He's been a badass, bro. Outside of Javon Evans, he's probably my other favorite young wrestler right now.
first of all, JD McDonough made his return and helped Dominic Mysterio retain the championship. And it's weird because Finn Balor sees all of them being so happy, thriving in the WWE, and he's almost like kind of jealous in a way because he's the only one who's taking losses and not getting anything out of it. So obviously the story is Dominic versus Finn Balor. I just wonder which one is going to be the babyface. But I really sense a very cool storyline with Dominic Mysterio where the cheers are getting to his head and he's just showering in these cheers, claiming he's the best superstar ever. I think we already saw that on Pat McAfee's show where he basically said, I could go into the Hall of Fame today. You know, I really hope the cheers are going to get to him. His ego is going to skyrocket, if that's even more possible. Or he could literally turn babyface.
I think he should turn babyface, bro. I think it's time for him to turn babyface. Like, why the fuck not? He's been healed so long, and he's gotten booed so long to where it's like, yeah, we have to boo you because you're the bad guy. But damn it, you can fucking wrestle and talk your ass off. Like, we actually fuck with you. So I think it's gotten to that point.
don't see happening right now.
Yeah.
But man, this show was really, really good. And obviously, the main segment of the show, we see Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman out, and I was so excited about it, but I almost got disappointed because the bald fraud, Triple H, fooled us. He did the shit again where he basically puts on, written by Paul Evesquine Fit Living, you know? The show ends, because before that, all they said was, I took Wise Man from Roman Reigns, I stole CM Punk's best friend, I am the winner of the main event of WrestleMania, I am...
When did they start doing Marvel-type credits?
CM Punk comes out, and CM Punk basically got his ass whooped. Heyman says there is a new reigning, defending, undisputed #1 top star in the industry, Seth frickin' Rollins, and it seems like the show is over. I was like, okay, I get it, but that was a little underwhelming. Come on, Roman's music hits, we got a big fight, and it seems like that's gonna be the big deal, right? Roman Reigns is on Monday Night Raw. You don't really expect that nowadays
that's
that
true.
much.
He
Paul
doesn't ever
Heyman,
pop up
before the
like
show
that.
revealed, he's actually looking for more clients. And I'm like, okay, I like the idea of Paul Heyman, you know, building these new stars, having this faction. And I'm like, okay, maybe somebody is gonna come out. So we got a spear, and it's Braun Breaker. I'm like, of course it's Braun Breaker. Like, this is so obvious, and I'm so happy WWE did it. Obviously,
And you know
Braun
what? Him losing the title makes so much more sense now, because now he's in the main event scene. Now he's one of those guys.
Breaker looked like an absolute beast.
He looked like
and
a
this is
natural.
the new faction. This is the new Heyman alliance. Rollins, Breaker, Heyman, we'll see who joins. This episode literally feels like it's almost like a new era in the WWE. And it's so exciting because I'm a huge fan of Braun Breaker. I talked about this in my WrestleMania review, how he's, you know, almost like my favorite wrestler. And now we get this faction where basically he's now going to be the top star in the WWE. There's so much to talk about, so much to speculate. Who's gonna join them? Maybe some kind of a tag team, we'll see. But also this idea that Roman Reigns and CM Punk are gonna work together right now. Because I was wondering about that. I think I talked about that in my WrestleMania review, how Roman Reigns and CM Punk are going to be a bit more friendly because they've both been betrayed by Paul Heyman. And I was like, but Seth Rollins is alone. Now he's not. It's gonna be a very interesting storyline where Roman Reigns and CM Punk are kind of forced to work together. I really hope WWE are going to set up a match at Backlash, because Backlash, John Cena versus Randy, this tag team match, it looks like a great paper, almost like SummerSlam. So I really hope that's what WWE are going to cook.
Damn, and the summer's coming up. Summer's coming up, bro. That is gonna be absolutely insane. I'm at spear Roman. I'm dead. This felt like Mania. You say I can't wrestle. I don't have to. You just have to show. Yeah. You can rest now. Damn. Yeah, but this shit was crazy. Why am I not following this nigga?